Today we're looking at the craziest cast trigger cards in Magic the Gathering. We're going to start off with Christopher B's Talon the Kindly Lord. Sorry, Talion. This is a 4-mana 3/4 Fairy Noble with flying. Enters the battlefield, choose a number between 1 and 10. Now, whenever an opponent casts a spell with mana value, power, or toughness equal to the chosen number, that player loses 2 life. And you get to draw a card. That is some good value over there. So this show is going to be about anything where a card either is going to get value upon cast, or I guess also cards that trigger upon other cards being cast. So when the spell is cast or a crazy trigger of a permanent, so long as it's a cast spell, it's got to be upon cast around here. We're going to move on with Will Anderson with Kervek the Madness. Kervek the Mad. Oh, sorry, the Merciless. The Merciless. Very merciless here. Kervek is a 7-mana 5/4. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, Kervek the Merciless deals damage equal to that spell's mana value to any target. Oh my god! Don't be playing any big spells around me. Wow, this is like just an anti-fun card. You know, Magic the Gathering decks are already so efficient. The casting costs are so low that, what's the incentive of going big? And now we have Kervek over here just like letting everyone know. No big spells allowed. No fun allowed around here. Next up, we got Tommy Siddons with Rurik Thar. I remember your name, Tommy Siddons. Met you in Vegas. All right, Rurik Thar, the Unbowed. 6-mana 6/6 Ogre Warrior, Vigilance, Reach. Rurik Thar, the Unbowed, attacks each combat if able. Whenever a player casts a non-creature spell, Rurik Thar deals 6 damage to that player. And also, I think, sorry, maybe I met you in Philadelphia. Getting all my conventions mixed up. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, in Philly. I was... when you're in the convention center, it all basically looks the same, more or less. Very powerful creature for the most part. And whenever a player casts a non-creature spell, this is funny. This was like another Eidolon of the Great Revel, but it's like a super Eidolon. Screw those Storm players. Screw combo decks. That's what Rurik Thar says. All day, every day. Rated Lex with the super chat. Maddening Hex. Why? Why rated Lex? Because it's maddening. A 3-mana, it's a curse. You enchant the player. Whenever enchanted player casts a non-creature spell, we're going to roll the d6 and hopefully reroll well. Maddening Hex deals damage equal to that player equal to the result, and then attach Maddening Hex to another one of your opponents chosen at random. It is maddening. I mean, everything is random. Where this goes is random. What you land on is random. Whenever an enchanted player casts a non-creature spell, just stick to creatures. Stick to creatures, you have no problem. Don't put this on elves. That's all I'm going to say. Don't put it on elves. Matthew Green, what's up, Nikachu? I've been too busy to catch you live. When is no one busy? I've been thinking we have to go back to the morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Then we get everybody. We're gonna get the old crew back, because that's where this show started. 9 o'clock a.m. Central Standard Time. Oh, Apex Devastator. I already know what this does. It's almost a meme on the show. Cascade, 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 Cascade. What it's gonna land on, nobody knows. Lewis with Nelfashni with the new warp mechanic and the whatnot. This is a 6-mana 4/6 beast demon with flying. Whenever you cast a spell from exile, copy it. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, big synergy with warp. Yeah. You may choose new targets for the copy. If it's a permanent spell, the copy gains haste, and at the beginning of the end step, sacrifice this permanent. Oh, why can't we have more warp creatures in play? What's wrong with that? Nothing wrong with that. Actually, that warp mechanic, they're gonna break something with that. That's already seeing modern play. You know, when those janky it's just another evoke, right? It's more powerful evoke. We already have problems with Evoke. Now we're going to have more problems. John with Double Down. Cool art. 4 mana enchantment. Whenever you cast an outlaw spell, copy that spell. So we can copy our assassins, our mercenaries, pirates, rogues, and the warlocks. Most of those are useless. There's some good rogues out there. Some good pirates. I don't know about the assassins and mercenaries. That's like, it's so narrow. I have no idea about the warlocks. I don't pay attention to that creature type whatsoever. This is probably a subtype on a lot of stuff I'm not even looking at. Cursed Recording. It's cursed. It's a 4 mana artifact. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, put a time counter on the Cursed Recording. Then if there are 7 or more time counters on it, remove those counters, deals 20 damage to you. Well, RRPR life total. Tap, whenever you next cast an instant or sorcery spell, you copy it. You may choose new targets for the copy. This is like a card probably people cheat accidentally with, I swear. It's exactly these cards that people cheat accidentally with, because they're gonna cast their own. They're gonna cast spells, like it's up to the player to put the counters on this and then shoot themselves in the face eventually. You think they're gonna remember that? You think they're gonna be so excited to put the counters on this card? No. This card's not gonna get counters. It's just gonna double spells for no reason. Random Mage 675. Venser the Sojourner. I love Sojourners. -8 gives all your spells cast triggers. Okay, let's look at -8. This is a 5-mana Planeswalker, 3 loyalty, -8. You get an emblem with whenever you cast a spell, exile target permanent. That is dangerous. Get out of Venser's way. Don't even be in his sight. You'll be in trouble. We got Nigel with Necro Duality. There's 2 sides to every Necro, apparently. 4 mana enchantment. Oh yeah, whenever a non-token zombie you control enters, disqualified, not a cast trigger. This is ETB. There's cast triggers when they trigger upon being cast. There's other cards that trigger upon cards entering the battlefield. This is an enter the battlefield thing. Get it out of here. But you're free to try again. Okay, John with the super chat. Nether Void. Look at the Oracle text. I need to. Whenever a player casts a spell, counter it on that unless that player pays 3. That's counter it. Basically, it turns everything into a mana leak. This is a super mana leak. Well, what's different about? Sorry. You know, Scryfall popped up the online version of the card with the correct Oracle text. What's the old one? All spells cast are countered unless their caster pays an additional 3. I get it, yeah. It's not the greatest Oracle. It doesn't really explain the card as it spiritually is as of today. Okay, let's go look at Kano's Jin-Gitaxias. Which one? The Progress Tyrant. There's a lot of Jin-Gitaxias out there. 7 mana for a 5/5 Phyrexian Praetor. Whenever you cast an artifact, instant, or sorcery spell, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. The ability only triggers once each turn. Oh poo. Whenever an opponent casts an artifact, instant, or sorcery spell, counter that spell. This ability only triggers once each turn. That is a frustrating card to play against. Unbelievable. Next up, we got the Spell Stutter. Nikachu, has anyone done Ulamog? The Ceaseless Hunger. Not yet. I love cheating him into play with reanimation. No, but that defeats the point of it. You don't want to cheat him into play. You want to cast this card. I mean, you can cheat and play. I'm sure it's still a fine card. The problem with cheating cards like this is that when you cast this spell, exile 2 target permanents. But if you're reanimating it, or like using show and tell to put it in play, you don't get the cast trigger. Eldrazi's not the greatest reanimation targets. Indestructible. Whenever Ulamog, the Ceaseless Hunger, attacks defending player, exiles the top 20 cards of their library. So yeah, don't be getting cast triggers off of reanimation. You're welcome to get a 10/10 indestructible creature. Hey, Summer Mermaid Star. An episode for my favorite Voltron commander, the Pearl Ear Imperial Advisor. Draw aura, draw aura, draw aura. Enchantments get super cheap, and draw me more cards for free. This is... Ooh, it's a fox. A 3-mana fox. 3/4. And lifelink. Enchantment spells you cast have affinity for auras. Whenever you cast an aura spell that targets a modified permanent you control, draw a card. This is way better than... What was it called? Core Spirit Dancer? Yeah, I think it was Core Spirit Dancer. Way better. Benjamin. Oh, Benjamin Berkey with the new avatar. It's a cat. Decree of Silence. It's a new look for Benjamin Berkey. Okay, it's this is... It says cast triggers. 8 mana. Whenever an opponent plays a spell, okay, it's been errated to cast a spell. Counter that spell and put a depletion counter on this. If there are 3 or more depletion counters on Decree of Silence, sack it. Cycling for 6 mana, and whenever you cycle Decree of Silence, you may counter a target spell. That card is sick, actually. This is a sick cycling ability. Do we have a cycle show yet? I don't know. Faces Fan Forever with Emrakul, The World Anew. This is... Oh yeah, this steals your turn. 12 mana, 12/12. When you cast this spell, gain control of all creatures, target player... Oh no, this is not that one. This is this, but it's worse. Stolen my creatures. Flying protection from spells and from permanents that were cast this turn. When Emrakul, The World Anew, leaves the battlefield, sacrifice all creatures you control, and Madness, pay 6 mana. You know, I thought this card was so terrifying when it came out, and it's like barely playable in Modern anymore. Barely playable. It just blows my mind, the power level of Magic the Gathering these days. This thing was, you know, made me disgusted. I would throw up looking at this giant piece of spaghetti. The moment it gets cast, not resolves, it's cast, I lose everything. And I basically can't come back from that. Not to mention the madness was not really hard to pull off either. Toilet Duck, Sapphire Collection. Sounds like a bunch of Moxen in that Sapphire Collection. Sapphire... Oh, Collector. Come on, Scryfall. Can't you know what I'm talking about here? This is an alchemy card. I need a sound effect for alchemy cards. 3 mana for a 3/3 human mercenary with prowess. When you cast your second non-creature spell in a turn, conjure a card named Mox Sapphire into your hand. Why not just put it on the battlefield? It's 0 mana. This ability triggers only once. Oh, because that can be your second non-creature spell for the next turn. 3 mana, target instant or sorcery card in your graveyard gains flashback. Flashback cost is equal to its mana cost. It looks cool. I bet it's clunky though. I'm just taking a feeler. Okay, Mappius. You remember, I should prioritize some of the members over here. Mappius, Planar Chaos. On my browser, the green doesn't pop out enough, though. Okay, we have a 3-mana enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, flip a coin. If you lose the flip, sacrifice your Planar Chaos. But whenever a player plays a spell, that player flips a coin. If they lose the flip, counter that spell. Very Two-Face-like. I would get this. I would get this artist altered for a Two-Face, and with him flipping his coin. Because if you lose the flip, you're done for. The guy's a vigilante. You're gifted a membership. Do you know what? Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how you got it, Mappius. But what's important is that you're a member. Okay, we got... Does Vivi have cast trigger? This card is actually not seeing any play outside of like what standard command. Okay, it's not seeing play in not. Okay, I shouldn't say it's not seeing play in Modern. It is seeing play, but it's being pushed to the side for other decks. 3 mana for a 0/3 wizard. Pay 0, add X mana in any combination of blue or red, where X is Vivi or Nature's power. Activate only during your turn and only once each turn. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put a +1/+1 counter on your Vivi, and it deals 1 damage to each opponent. Taking over standard right now. Standard. That's why I don't play standard. Yeah, Standard's unpredictable. It's just so rocky. It's so rocky all the time. Standard's like, yeah, 60% VV decks. It's terrible. It's just terrible. You play test a deck for a little while, and then like new cards come out, and then your deck is worthless, or you know, or something gets banned, or you play a new meta game, then they ban something, you got to play another meta game. It's just it's a constant grind. I'm just not interested in. Yeah, VV coming for your favorite formats. I should see if Vintage plays this card. Good. Okay, we got Toilet Duck with the Seagate Stormcaller. This is a 2-mana 2/1 human wizard. Looks innocent enough with a kicker of 5. When it enters the battlefield, copy the next instant or sorcery spell you with converted mana cost 2 or less. If or less, you cast this turn when you cast it. If Seagate Stormcaller was kicked, copy that spell twice. When it enters the battlefield, copy the next. Does this count? Like, I know what you're trying to do here, but it's an ETB that creates a delayed cast trigger. And why? How do you even know this card exists? This is like such a niche card, Toilet Duck. Where did this thing even come from? Okay, we'll barely count this. Well, I'm gonna barely count that one. I'm gonna show some mercy there. All right, pace this fan forever. Okay, we need a palate cleanser. Ulamog the Defiler. Essentially, any of the Eldrazi's have cast triggers. They're the lords of the cast trigger. This guy is like, I am the lord of the cast trigger. Behold. Okay, a 10-mana 7/7 Eldrazi. When you cast this spell, target opponent exiles half their library rounded up. Do that enough times and they're screwed. Ward, sacrifice 2 permanents. Ulamog the Defiler enters the battlefield with a number of +1/+1 counters on it equal to the greatest mana value among cards in exile. And Ulamog has Annihilator X, where X is the number of +1/+1 counters on it. That's disgusting. Next up, what's this, Matthew Green? Bashim Ibn Ishak? Is this really Bass? Oh, it is. Okay, we got it was Basim, Matthew Green, not Bashim. Gotta get them names right. Okay, it's a 2-mana 2/2 human assassin. Is that a knife? Something over here. It's gonna be evidence one day. Whenever you cast a historic spell, draw a card. Basim Ibn Ishak can't be blocked this turn. The ability triggers only once each turn. Whenever Bashim Ibn Ishak deals combat damage to a player, put a +1/+1 counter on it. We draw a card, and it can't be... This card is awesome. It's like, it's a good steady... It's cheap. It's good steady flow of card advantage and evasive damage. Human Assassin, what's this legal in? It's legal in Modern? It's legal in Modern, but you have to play a historic spell. Damn. We need some historic spells, I guess. What's the temperature here? Kinda cold. It's not pleasant over here right now, to be honest. Steve Cooper with Ivy Gleeful Spell Thief. 2-mana 2/1 Fairy Rogue. Flying. Whenever a player casts a spell that targets only a single creature other than Ivy Gleeful Spell Thief, you may copy that spell. And the copy, it's going to target Ivy. You got to share around here. Those spells, you have to pass a little bit over... Pass a little bit of that over here. Matthew Green saying, yeah, Assassin's Creed set had good cards, just a shame that they tried to sell half the boxes for a full price. That's the greed out there, people. That's the Wizards of the Coast greed. Indiana Jones with Insight. Damn it. It's one of those cards where it's a single word, but then Scryfall pops up every single card with that word. This is a 3-mana enchantment. Whenever one of your opponents plays a green spell, you draw a card. It's anti-green. Okay, it's like, you can play as many green spells as you want. I'm cashing in on this thing. Okay, we got Demonic Pointer with Doomsday Excruciator. 6 black. 6/6 demon flying. When Doomsday Excruciator enters, if it was cast, each player exiles all but the bottom 6 cards of the library face down. At the beginning of your upkeep, draw a card. If it was cast, each player, you better have a plan for this thing, because you're going to mill yourself out before you mill everyone else out. You have less cards, and you're drawing 2 a turn. Guess you have to have like. Okay, here's the deal, everyone. We're going to somehow have 6 Howling Mines in play, and you're just going to pass the turn. That's how you're going to do it. Not a cast trigger. Enters if it was... You're right. Squalified. Get it out here. To the rank with this thing. Exonort Shark Typhoon. 6 mana. No one actually casts this card. I shouldn't say... well, whatever. It happens by accident. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create an XX blue shark creature token with flying, where X is that spell's mana value. Cycling for 2 mana and X. What? This card has fallen off of the face of the earth. Used to see a lot of play in Modern and Pioneer. I don't see it anywhere now. Does Pioneer still play this card? Is it just too clunky for this world? It's no good. It's no good yet. Have we done a Best Universes Beyond cards episode yet? Nope. I guess that's in the pipeline. We got Shogun Rain with Moxus. Ooh, a very powerful goblin for 6 mana. When it enters the battlefield, oh no, these are not. This is ETB trigger. Disqualified. Sassucks. That is not your name. What happened? YouTube didn't fix this. Where'd everyone's usernames go? Everyone's an @ now. In the shadow of the warp. This is a 3 mana enchantment. The first creature spell you cast each turn costs 2 less to cast. Whenever an opponent casts their first non-creature spell each turn, Shadow in the Warp deals 2 damage to that player. Again, punishing non-creature spells. This is a creature world. Creatures are nothing around here. But the first creature spell cast. Oh wow! Everyone gets the discount though. Everyone's okay. Creatures, 20% off. Come get it while it's hot. John with the super chat. One more for me in the Eye of Chaos. This is a 3 mana world enchantment. Whenever a player casts an instant spell, counter it unless that player pays X, where X is its converted mana cost. Basically, you have to pay double. Pay double or get screwed around here. I had to redo my name to get the Toads 24 handle. Is this just a thing? Everyone's got to rename themselves? They got to go find their they got to... I don't get it. Mapia says only you get the discount for the Shadow Warp. Oh, is it? The first creature spell. Oh, you cast. Yeah, that's right. All right, that's great actually. That's fantastic. Cheap for us, more expensive for everyone else. Home court advantage. The first creature spell you cast, bingo. Nikachu can't read. The first creature spell. Oh, that one. Yeah. Yeah. Don't worry, that's why you always have opponents to help fix things for you. David Hauer with Racketeer Boss. The Boss. This is a 2 mana 3/4 cat warrior. I'm getting a lot of cats today. I get to flex the sound effect more than I ever have before. When it enters, choose up to 2 creatures and or planeswalker cards in your hand. They perpetually gain. When you cast this spell, create a treasure token. And the spell perpetually loses this ability. What the hell? Whenever you cast this spell, create a treasure token. Create a treasure. Oh, I see. Okay, whatever. I don't get it, to be honest. It's a bit confusing to me. Magnum Opus Gold with no card. Putrefaction. This card used to be crazy because the ability didn't get removed. Oh, really? I just don't know. I just can't fathom. This is a damn arena card. I can't just fathom what the problem was at the time. Okay, we're going to Putrefaction. This is a 5-mana enchantment. Whenever a player plays or casts a green or white spell, that player discards a card. But you can cast cards with no cards in your hand. That will work. That will work out perfectly. Ooh, the big squig! Standstill. I think this used to be a pre-modern staple. 2-mana enchantment. When a player plays a spell, sacrifice Standstill, and if you do, each of that player's opponents draws 3 cards. That's good value. Just make sure you don't have to cast anything for the rest of the game. Live off your lands. Living off the land. It sounds nice. It sounds good in theory. Then you try to do it yourself personally. You realize, I wish I could just buy the food from the store. Last the end. 1,000-Year Storm. 6-mana enchantment. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, copy it for each other instant or sorcery spell you've cast before at this turn. You may choose new targets for the copy. Storm player card. Don't trust them. Don't trust them. Never trust a Storm player. They're going to kill you off in 1 turn. Okay, next up, let's take a look at... Bryce, do you get a card? Possibility Storm. More Storm cards. 5-mana enchantment. Whenever a player casts a spell from their hand, that player exiles it. Then exiles cards from the top of their library until they exile a card that shares a card type with it. That player may cast the card without paying its mana cost, because we already spent mana on a previous card. Then they can put all cards exiled with Possibility Storm on the bottom of the library in a random order. This is just a chaos card for the most part. Chaos for no reason. We got Caro Tax with Lurking Predators. Six-mana enchantment. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a creature card, put it onto the battlefield. Oh! That's sick! Otherwise, you may put that card on the bottom of your library. Isn't this just a combo with Sensei's Divining Top? I know this is like 6 mana, but I mean, this is insane. This plus, I mean, you could just win the game off of this card for the most part. It's just fetch land, Sensei's Divining Top, and win. Am I missing something here? My opponents play spells. I reveal this triggers. I reveal the top card of my deck. I win. Anyway, that's how I see it in my head. Next up, who do I click on? Hinaria with the knowledge pool. We have don't pee in that knowledge pool. Also, if you smell chlorine, that means someone did pee in the knowledge pool. This is a 6-mana artifact imprint. When knowledge pool enters the battlefield, each player exiles the top 3 cards of the library. Whenever a player casts a spell from their hand, that player exiles it. If the player does, they may cast another non-land card exiled with knowledge pool without paying that card's mana cost. We all share the pool around here. And remember, I don't know, I've probably shared this on the show before. You know when you go to a pool and you smell that chlorine smell? That's actually urine mixing with the chlorine. Because if there is no urine, then the chlorine is like scentless. It makes no smell whatsoever. It's a weird thing to learn. Weird thing I learned about on YouTube. So that pool smell is just, the pool smell is basically everyone urinating in the damn pool. Actually, the chlorine smell comes from... Yeah, exactly! Oh, from the urette, which is also in... Oh! That's actually fascinating. So maybe it's not all 100% pee. It's actually mostly coming from the soil. I did not know that, actually. Thanks for adding that little bit of tip. I just assumed everyone is peeing in the pool. Because that's basically how they advertised it to me on YouTube. Oh, who is that guy? This one science guy. He's a space engineer. I can't remember. But whatever. Okay, that's good. So it's still mostly pee. It was being polite. Oh, come on. I think we are actually, like, I think we are all sweating in the pool. So if there's a little bit of urea in our sweat, then that makes a whole lot of sense. Why does my chlorine cleaner smell like chlorine? Yeah, exactly. Well, well. Anyway, stop peeing in the pool, people. All right, we're going to look at more of these amazing Cast Trigger Magic the Gathering cards, but we got to thank our sponsor today, FusionGamingOnline.com, where you can pre-order Spider-Man cards. Not only pre-order, you can also go to the Fusion Open, August 30th to 31st, Modern, Standard, Commander, Sealed. It's like a convention in a convention center. I'll be there. We're also buy your Edge of Eternities cards. I'm starting to buy some pre-modern cards. I'm really enjoying pre-modern right now. It's a lot of fun. And don't forget to use coupon code Nikachu at checkout to get discounts on all those cards. It supports the channel. It gets you 5% off everything you buy. And we're also going to thank Mana Traders, the premier place to rent Magic cards online. Rent any deck you want, any format. You want to play Commander? Go play Commander. You want to test out Pauper? Go test out Pauper. You want to play Vintage? It's not $50,000 on Magic Online. It's more like $1,000. But it's not $1,000 when you're renting with Mana Traders. You can support the channel renting using my Mana Traders link in the description below, or save 40% cash back using coupon code Nikachu_JTD to get 40% cash back on your 3rd month subscription. And back to the pool of urine. The knowledge pool. Don't be peeing in my knowledge. Don't pee in my knowledge, people. Okay, Dominic wants redemption. Donal. Herald of Wings. That's Donal. I'm gonna just call him Don. 4 mana for a 3/3 human wizard. Whenever you cast a non-legendary creature spell with flying, you may copy it. That works. You got redemption. Except the copy is a 1/1 spirit in addition to its other types. Do this only once each turn. Cast a non. Oh, we get a copy of a 1/1. So who cares? Let's make sure it's like an ETB or something. A beautiful, beautiful ETB. Chris Ruby says, "Sure hope the uric acid doesn't snowball into a spontaneous mass conversion of urine as far as the eye can see." Yeah, we're all hoping. Anyway, I'm just giving everyone, I'm sort of tainting everyone's mind now the next time they go to a pool or something. And they I used to love the smell of a pool. It represented something relaxing, and now it sort of irks me. I just have to share the irk with everyone. Toads also wants redemption. Chatterfang. All right, it's the time for redemption for everyone. 3 mana, 3/3 Squirrel Warrior. It has Force Walk. Now, if 1 or more tokens would be created under your control, those tokens plus that many 1/1 Squirrel tokens are created instead. This has no cast trigger. No redemption. It's just if tokens would be made, it makes more. But that's not a cast trigger. Cast trigger is when you cast something, Chatter's Fangs like, that's a spell. That was a spell. I do something now. That's what a cast trigger is. It's exactly what a cast trigger is. Next up, Tresaru with Ashling Flame Dancer. Sounds hot. Oh, she is. 4 mana, 4/4. You don't lose unspent red mana as steps and phases end. Magecraft. Oh yeah, all of Magecraft are cast triggers. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, discard a card, then draw a card. If this is the second time this ability has resolved this turn, Ashling Flame Dancer deals 2 damage to each opponent and each creature they control. Oh no! If it's the 3rd time, add quadruple red. It's Omnath for mono red for the most part. Nari's like, thanks for the cursed knowledge of the day. You are absolutely welcome. Dinglebag, Storm of Saruman. I didn't know Saruman can storm off. Oh my goodness! It's like the death of the dinosaurs over there. 6 mana for a Ward 3 enchantment. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, copy it. Except the copy isn't legendary, you may choose new targets for the copy. So we can have a clone. What does this have to do with this? Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, copy it. This looks like it's supposed to be a storm card. John with Nether Void. To the void with all of us. Oh, we did this one. Sorry about that. we've been there. We've been to the void. We've been to the void and back. I thought it was little MX Doom. Have you switched to Mr. now? Where is X in relation to R? They're like pretty far. Or was I mispronouncing your name the entire time? Kozilek, the broken reality. It sounds like Kozilek has depression. The broken reality. It's all coming down. The weight of the world is becoming clear to Kozilek. It's a 9-mana 9/9 Eldrazi in therapy. When you cast this spell, up to 2 target players each manifest 2 cards from their hands. For each card manifested this way, you draw a card. Kozilek got to manifest a new future. Other colorless creatures you control get +3, +2. This is the ultimate lord to the colorless. The lord of the colorless. Making the colorless more bold than ever before. Meme Baruli. 14th Doctor. Lazav for doctors. This doctor has very good taste and very good dress code. This is such a custom Magic the Gathering card, like casting cost. Okay, so Time Lord Doctor, a 3/4. When you cast the spell, reveal the top 14 cards of your library. Put all Doctor cards revealed this way into your graveyard, and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. What, are we going to reanimate the Doctors? You may have the 14th Doctor enter the battlefield as a copy of a Doctor in your graveyard that was put there from your library this turn. If you do, it gains haste until end of turn. I wonder, in the show, did this guy just copy prior Doctors or something? Big copycat. Yeah, Kozilek, Manifest Destiny. That's right. Not Broken Reality. Gotta manifest. Next up. Little MX Doom getting instructions from the damn draws. You have to go to YouTube Studio, select the customize option, and change your @ handle. That's what I had to do. That's news for everybody. All right? Thank you very much to damn draws. I don't even know how this happened. As a content creator, I've like changed my name from the start. All my names are changed. Don't, Jess, I actually read all your comments. I did not, you're not banned. But in the interest of trying to keep track of the show, I obviously I give more attention to people who are participating. Felicia, Ral, Crackling Wits. Like, I think for as long as you guys can see your comments here, you're definitely not banned. Because YouTube can see you. And if YouTube can see you, then everyone can see you. This is a 4-mana, 4 loyalty Ral. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put a loyalty counter on Ral Crackling Wit. And then +1, get a 1/1 blue and red otter creature token with prowess. -3, draw 3 cards, then discard 2 cards. Oh my god, it's like a Bazaar of Baghdad. -10, draw 3. Oh, I guess it's better than a Bazaar of Baghdad. Draw 3, discard 2. -10, draw 3 cards. You get an emblem with instant and sorcery spells you cast have Storm. A lot of Storm cards today. Or Storm-like cards. And we got Toads with a big super chat. What kind of super chat I'm going to give you? I'm going to give you this one soon. It's Toads. Strict Proctor. Does that do anything? Does that count? If not, Dono my Bono. It sounded a bit awkward. Okay, this is a 2-mana 1/3 flyer. Whenever a permanent entering the battlefield... Well, we're already done. We're done here, Toads. You paid for this, too. Causes a triggered ability to trigger counter that ability. It's got... At the very least, the card needed the word cast in it. There's, like, no cast in this card. All the cards that have qualified today had the word cast. And you see, whenever you cast a non-creature spell... when you cast this spell, what else we have? When you cast this spell, your cards didn't have the word cast. Nowhere. Unless it's an anagram of some sort. But I'm not trying to solve anagrams around here. The show can't be too complicated. Okay, we're going to donate that one to Bell, I suppose. You're going to get Bell, the Murmuring Mystic. Is that the bird making 1/4? Oh! So, it was 1/5. I knew how to giant Giat. This is a human wizard for 4 mana. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, create a 1/1 blue bird illusion creature token with flying. Very often, this is actually a win condition in a lot of decks because it's like really good on defense, not likely to die, and yeah, all your future instant sorceries are just going to give you like a giant army. The Giat is crazy, big Giat. Also, yeah, it's bussin', all right. No cap. Okay, let's get a Blackbird. 42.97. Dire Graph Colossus. Everyone has some random name to anyone who hasn't actually fixed their username. 3 mana 2/2 zombie giant. Dire Graph Colossus enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it. For each zombie card in your graveyard. Whenever you cast a zombie spell, though, create a tapped 2/2 black zombie creature token. Very underrated card, I think. I think this is a very underrated card. It can get out of control in these zombie decks. Alice loves the Merm. I like these. I really like these cards. I like these types of. I also like birds. There's not a lot of cute imagery. Look, what's our bird token? It's adorable. Huge fan of this. Pedgeman shows up out of nowhere. Skullstorm. It is... it's like a storm of surgical extractions. 9 mana sorcery. When you cast this spell, copy it for each time you've cast your commander from the command zone this game. I guess you can keep track of that based on like how much tax there is. Each opponent sacks a creature. Each opponent who can't loses half their life rounded up. Interesting. Copy it. Oh, so they eventually lose all the creatures in play, and then they start getting drained like crazy. Cairo says, I'd love to make a deck with all cast triggers. Be a menace in commander. That's right. Be that menace. Fireburn with Dovescope. Sorry, Dovescape. Dovescape. Dovescope sounds like the name of a soap, really. This 6 mana enchantment. Whenever a player casts a non-creature spell, counter it. Counter it. That player puts X 1/1 white and blue bird creature tokens with flying into play, where X is the spell's converted mana cost. Bigger the spell, the bigger the birds. Voltlin with Appa. Steadfast Guardian. It's a bison. It doesn't look like a bison, and I would think I would know, given I'm from Winnipeg, Manitoba. Bison is like our spirit animal here. It's like it's a very, very boring animal. 4 mana 3/4. It's got flash? Absolutely not. It does not. Bisons are slow and stupid, and they don't have. This is like just completely opposite of what a bison does. They're not very fast. They don't fly. When Appa enters, airbend any number of other target non-land perms you control. They've really transformed this animal. Whenever you cast a spell from exile, create a 1/1 white ally creature token. Appa is a sky bison and can fly. Yeah, this is a wind bison from the Avatar show. Well, you know what? It's magic, people. When some random boring animal plus magic, anything can happen, I suppose. Wait, since when was there Avatar cards in Magic? Today! They announced it, I don't know, like a few months ago that Avatar Airbender was going to be like the next Universes Beyond. You haven't watched Avatar? I have not. I'm too busy with watching Yu-Gi-Oh! If I have time to watch an anime. And I'm running out of seasons. There's like 2 more seasons left. I thought, Yu-Gi-Oh! Would go on for like 20 seasons. It's like a 5-season show. It's pathetic. They have the voice actors. They should just keep the thing running. Jeff, Eyes of the Wincent works better if you have a Risen Reef in play. Am I spelling this wrong? Eyes of the something? Eyes of the... Oh, Wizzent. Of the Wizzent. 2 mana, I believe this is now errated to Kindred Enchantment. It's an elemental. Whenever an opponent plays a blue spell during your turn, you may put a 4/4 green elemental creature token in play. Oh, yeah. Basically, oh, you can't have my card? It's too bad. Hold on. Whenever an opponent plays a blue spell, yeah, whenever they cast a blue spell. Don't be playing blue spells on my turn, buddy. You play at sorcery speed. Yu-Gi-Oh has 5 seasons, but then they have the GX 5D and other versions with extra rules and stuff. Well, is there Seto Kaiba in those extra things? If it's not, I don't have anything to do with it. They have to have Yugi. Because yeah, I think that I once watched an episode of like one of those alternate things, and it looked terrible. I want to keep watching the series where they've built up the OG characters. Next up, who has no card? Anyone have no card yet? There is Seto Kaiba on the second anime GX. Excellent, excellent. They have Kaiba lookalikes. That's not good enough. What would be interesting if it's deep in the future and Mokuba takes over Seto Kaiba's place. That would actually be really cool. And then like takes over his personality. He got older and he understands the importance of becoming a duelist. The greatest duelist in the world. Okay, the first sliver from Keldunes. This is a 5 mana 7/7. It's got Cascade! And the sliver spells have Cascade! The prequel seasons follow a new protagonist each time. Damn! I heard there's some Yu-Gi-Oh movies, though, so I could watch the movies afterwards. Epic Nate with Zaphi. Thunder Conductor. For your information, Bison top speed on land is 40 miles per hour and can jump 6 feet vertically. I don't believe that for a second. I'm gonna fact check you. How fast can Bison run? Miles per hour. Well, okay, Google says 35 miles per hour, but honestly, that's still yeah, they are surprisingly fast and agile for their size. But you know what they don't do, Cracker Grit? They don't fly. And that was the most important part. But thanks for letting me know. 40 miles per hour. They're going to outrun me, that's for sure. They don't look like they can do that. Oh, I didn't read this card. Zaphi, Thunder Conductor. The name is faded out for some reason. It's like it's been sitting in the sun for too long. What is going on? The print is not dark. That's a digital card. Okay, there we go. Okay, it's a 4 mana 1/4 Magecraft. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, scry 1. If that spell's mana value is 5 or greater, create a 4/4 blue and red elemental creature token. Now, if that spell's mana value is 10 or greater, Sapphire deals a whole 10 damage to an opponent at complete random. Only opponents, though, baby. Christopher B says, your only other options for the original cast are the 10th anniversary special and the 20th anniversary movie. There is stand-ins. That's fine. Whose Mokuba-like femme counterpart swarmed the multiverse? What the hell? I'd be interested in seeing that. when bisons fly. Okay, Steve Cooper says, this card is funny because rules text has a different name. Oh, really? Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, scry 1. If the spell's mana value is 5 or greater, I don't see the difference. If that spell's mana value is 10 or greater, Zaphi... Oh, it shortens the name for some reason. Zaphi deals 10 damage to an opponent chosen at random. That's the only difference I can see, though. On the topic of the bisons, Alice says, I guess bison are like greyhounds now then. Can get speedy, but 9% of the time, they're just dopey, docile, and lazy. My greyhound just slept all day long. It's exactly what a bison's like. Do you ever time the work you do for this channel and figure out $1 per hour wage? I have. It's depressing the amount of time I've spent on this channel. And what I've been doing? I've been doing it for like 5 years now. I can't believe it. That's not a. It's not a cast trigger. It does have. Okay, it has the word cast in it, but that's not a cast trigger. As you cast that spell, you have to reveal a card. Now you just trolling me now, Toads. This is just a troll. Lil MX Doom says, please watch 5DS. It is goated, even though it takes place in a new universe. The characters are fantastic and the story arcs are really well written. I will absolutely do that. I'll take your word. I will probably watch all the I'll probably watch all the movies at some point. 12th Doctor from Islarf. Oh, he's just jamming. Look at that. 5 mana for a 4/4. The first spell you cast from anywhere other than your hand each turn has Demonstrate. And whenever you copy a spell, put a +1/+1 counter on the 12th Doctor. For the first spell you cast from anywhere. Could be from exile. Could come out of nowhere. N Hailstone says that conductor collector thing is a really bad mistake by Wizards of the Coast. The conductor collector? Is it? I would know. I don't understand. I've never seen the damn thing. Hinaria with Bergie. Okay, I guess we're on our no 2 card yet, people now. It's time for no 2 card yet, people. Bergie, 3 mana, 3/3. When you cast a spell, add a red. Until end of turn, you don't lose this mana as steps and phases end. Creatures you control can boast twice during each of your turns rather than once. That works out perfectly for me. Kano, Eye of the Storm. I think we did this one. Oh, maybe we did not do this one. 7 mana, enchantment. Whenever a player plays an instant, whenever they cast an instant or sorcery spell, exile it, then the player copies each instant sorcery card removed from the game with Eye of the Storm. Oh my god, the Storm never forgets. For each copy, the player may play the copy without paying its mana cost. Things are about to get crazy around here. Bingo alert, Nikachu can't read. Joke's on you, Twilight Duck. There is no bingo card today. I cannot read as many times as I want. Next, Benjamin Berkey with Mind Moil. I didn't know what a Mind Moil was, but you know what? This picture depicts it perfectly. 5 mana for an enchantment. Whenever you play a spell, put the cards in your hand on the bottom of your library in any order, then draw that many cards. So it's constant. Was it windmills? What's the 3 mana blue card? It's like discard your hand, draw that many cards, or everyone discards their hand. So basically a red version of this. But only whenever you play a spell, so it's only counts you. Snapcaster Mage is not an it's not a cast trigger, it's an ETB. Alice Flowers wants to be part of this show. Faldorn, Dread Wolf Herald. This is a 3 mana 3/3. Whenever you cast a spell from exile or a land enters the battlefield under your control from exile, create a 2/2 green wolf creature token. It's a wolf maker. Speaks with the wolves, maybe raised by them. 1 mana, tap, discard a card, exile the top card of your library. You may play it this turn. Peanut Putter. Grip of Chaos. This is a classic. 6 mana for an enchantment. Whenever a spell or ability is put onto the stack, reselect its target at random if it has a single target. Well, this actually doesn't have a cast trigger. Whenever spell or ability, it actually gets disqualified. There's no. It felt like there was a cast trigger here, but there actually isn't any cast trigger. It's just that if something is cast, it goes somewhere else. It's random now. The damn draws with Ulalek Fused Atrocity. Ooh, that is an atrocity. 5 or 10 mana, 2/5 Eldrazi with the Void. Whenever you cast an Eldrazi spell, you may pay double colorless. If you do, copy all spells you control, then copy all other activated and triggered abilities you control. You may choose new targets for the copies. How does this work? Whenever you cast an Eldrazi spell, you can pay 2. If you do, copy all spells. Like, there needs to be stuff on the stack when this resolves, but I feel like, okay, if I cast an Eldrazi, this immediately triggers, right? And even if I respond to the trigger, like, all those spells will resolve by the time this thing resolves. So the only thing it copies is itself. Copy all stuff you have on the stack, I get. Yeah, but what's going to be there? Unless you can play a bunch of spells first and then cast an Eldrazi at flash speed? Like, I don't get it. I don't know how you'd copy everything else. Copy all spells you control. I don't know how you'd copy everything else. Unless you cast an Eldrazi at flash speed in order to get this thing. Copies Kozilek's cast trigger. I mean, in theory. Okay, let's see. The 4th time's the charm, Toads. Drowner of Secrets. It's a merfolk, right? Sounds familiar. 3 mana for a 1/3. Tap and untap merfolk you control. Target player. That's not a cast trigger either. You're just mentioning random cards at this point, Toads. This is just random cards. Have you finished watching Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters? I'm only 3 seasons in. I just finished the 3rd season. And boy, did it suck! I was so pissed that season 3 was this gigantic detour to get eventually all the way back to season 2. I can't believe how annoying that was. If not, I recommend skipping the Capsule Monsters arc personally. I don't know what the Capsule Monsters are. But I wish I could skip that digital world. Because it had no point to the plot whatsoever. It didn't matter, period. If that digital world did not exist, it changed nothing, as far as I know. Okay, Dominic, you want Hullbreaker Horror? Oh yeah, well, what's the point of a 3rd season? They could have just extended season 2 and then finished it on the spot. Hullbreaker Horror, 7 mana, 7/8 Kraken Horror Flash. This spell can't be countered. Whenever you cast a spell, choose up to 1. Return target spell you don't control to its owner's hand, or return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Very useful card. Very good overall, by the way, I should say. Mapius with Counterbalance. That's a wild one. 2 mana enchantment. If an opponent plays a spell, you can reveal the top card of your library. And then, if you do, counter the spell if it has the same converted mana cost as the revealed card. Jeff with the 2nd card. Karametra, God of Harvests. Where's our god? There we go. The God of Ramp. Imagine casting 2 to 3 mana dorks within it each turn. 5 mana for a 6/7 indestructible god. As long as your devotion to green and white is less than 7, then Karametra isn't a creature. Whenever you cast a creature spell, you may search your library for a forest or plains card, put it onto the battlefield tap, then shuffle your library. The ultimate ramp card. Always wondered if an MTG anime could work. How 1,000,000% it would work. They just have to make it. Christopher B says the point of the 3rd arc was filler. They caught up to the manga and rather than stop the assembly of product, filler away. Oh, interesting. So they had to wait for the manga to be created. Weird. That makes so much sense though. Matt with abstract. Igu Nart. I don't know if I pronounced that right. The Igunart. No! Was it Iguanart? Abstract. What the hell is this? Silver border card. And it wasn't paid for. Capsule Monsters is the only spin-off not in Japanese. It's just trying to ape Pokemon. Okay, interesting. Thanks for letting me know. The Abstract Iguanart. What a silly name, though. Okay, how are we gonna end this show? Chisaru. Narrative Devious Diver. This is the super pretty Merfolk. That's garbage. So 3-mana 2/2. When it becomes tapped, target player mills cards equal to its power. Now, whenever you cast a spell from your graveyard or activate an ability of a card in your graveyard, draw a card and put a +1/+1 counter on Neardev. Okay, Toads, this is your last chance because we're running out of time in the show. Drowned Secrets. Not the Drowner of Secrets, the Drowned Secrets. They ain't coming back. 2-mana enchantment. Whenever you cast a blue spell, target player puts the top 2 cards of their library into their graveyard. You did it, Toads. I'm actually proud of you. The 5th time's the charm. Little MX Doom. Balmoral Battle Mage. Captain. Balmoral. Balmore. Battle Mage Captain. Surprisingly scary commander for an uncommon. It's a Bird Wizard. Oh yeah, I see it now. It's like an owl or something. 2-mana 1/3 Bird Wizard, flying. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, creatures you control get +1/+0 and gain trample until end of turn. Well, I mean, it's cheap. You can buff tokens like crazy. I mean, it basically gives everything prowess, right? So whenever you and then if you have prowess creatures on the battlefield, it's like they get double prowess. Double the prowess. And that's it. What a way to, this is a good way to end the show. This nice Bird Wizard. Gotta love them Bird Wizards. All right, my coffee crew, my Zyber Nation, we do this weekdays, 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thanks for showing up today. And thanks to everyone who supports the show. If you're a patron on Patreon, a member on YouTube, or you super chat to be part of the show, or even super chat so other people are part of the show. And of course, I have to thank the Zyber Nation, the coffee crew, for being here. People like Benjamin Berkey, and Alan, Mappius, the Big Squig, Toads, Christopher B. Who else do we have here? We have Little Deadfly, Dinglebag, Bell, Trisaru, Bob Docs Bridge. We got Jeff, Dominic, Alice Flowers. Who else we have? The Damn Draws, Weldness. I think I got you, Toads. Maddie, Matt McCloskey, Hinaria, Fireburn, and many more. So as usual, my coffee crew, keep brewing those coffees. We're going to keep brewing up the magic. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you at the next cup.